Y'all better quit all that robbing and stealing and working inside the grocery store because Trump is about to send some people to Africa. Yes. Libya and some other places. Trump is working on a deal to send people there for breaking the law, similar to El Salvador, but this one's a little bit different. Check it out. This is coming from CNN.
This just in, sources tell CNN that the Trump administration has been discussing the possibility of sending migrants to two African countries, Libya and Rwanda. We're told they're looking at sending migrants with criminal records, and in the case of Libya, the administration wants to send asylum seekers apprehended at the U.S.-Mexico border, meaning a migrant from Central or South America who's claiming asylum could be sent to one of the most volatile parts of northern Africa. CNN national security correspondent Kylie Atwood has the details for us. So, Kylie, how does this compare with the relationship that the U.S.
Hey, Kylie. Hey, what do y'all think? Would you rather be sent to El Salvador to a prison there or be sent amongst the people in Rwanda or Libya? Let me know down below.
has with El Salvador?
So the details that are being discussed right now are incredibly different than the agreement that the U.S. has struck with El Salvador. And here's why, Boris. These migrants who have criminal records here in the United States, who are in discussions to potentially go over to both Libya and Rwanda, they wouldn't actually go into prisons there. In the case of Rwanda, I'm told that this would be more of an ad hoc basis. They actually already had one Iraqi national here in the United States who they sent to Rwanda just last month, and they're looking to effectively expand on that agreement. They are looking at the cost structure here. I'm told that it would actually be more costly per person for sending migrants to Rwanda because the Rwandans would be integrating them into society, giving them things like stipends, trying to help and get them jobs. In the case of Libya, there's also
Can you imagine you cross the border from Mexico or Canada or something like that, and then you end up getting sent to Africa, and then they integrate you with the people there? Can you imagine a Mexican African, a Mexican Libyan, or an El Salvadorian Rwandan? What? It's Trump is crazy. That is hilarious.
hopes within the Trump administration of seeking this safe third country agreement. Now, what that means is that the asylum seekers who are coming to the U.S. border wouldn't be coming into the U.S. Instead, they could potentially be sent to Libya. That's a really interesting conversation that's happening at the working level as we understand it right now. So these are very different proposals than what we're seeing with the migrants going to El Salvador, but it builds on the Trump administration's commitment to send migrants out of the U.S. and deter further migrants from coming to the U.S. border.
And look, would you rather be put in an El Salvadorian prison or sent to live amongst the people in Libya or Rwanda? I mean, it's kind of a no-brainer. You'd rather be free, right? Because you still could have a life, and it might not be as bad as people think. I've never been to Rwanda, I've never been to Libya, but I've heard horrible things about both of those places. And man, that is just might really deter some people because they're like, dang, if I get caught, not only do I have the chance of getting sent to El Salvador to one of Bukele's prisons, I could get sent to live amongst the Africans in not the good part of Africa. That is wild. That is crazy. And you remember Trump said that for the most violent criminals, even ones that are American, if they commit harsh enough crimes or bad at worst, the worst crimes possible, he was going to send them to El Salvador. So would he do the same thing by if you commit a harsh of enough crime, he'll send you to Africa? Y'all better get it together. Y'all better quit twerking in the grocery store, quit robbing and stealing. Y'all better knock it off now because, man, Trump is going to send y'all behind to Africa. Keep messing around. Keep messing around and find out. FAFO. Y'all know what that means. F around and find out. Your ass is getting sent to live amongst the bush people. You know what I'm saying? You got to get checked for guinea worms and all kind of stuff, drinking piss straight from the cow. I've seen all kind of crazy videos, but I'd imagine I don't know how they really live over there. I'm just an American, right? So hopefully, it's not as bad as it sounds. Maybe it wouldn't be so bad. Maybe, you could look at wildlife and I don't know what it's like in Libya or Rwanda. I don't know, but I've seen some videos and it doesn't look good. If you guys have any experience with either one of those countries, let me know your thoughts down below. And would you like to rather get sent to an El Salvadorian prison or go live amongst the people in Rwanda? That all sounds so crazy. Trump is really stirring the pot. I'm surprised this isn't all over the news. When this becomes official, people are going to go crazy about this. I can't wait to see it. It's going to be hilarious. You guys drop a comment down below. Hit that like and notification bell for the algorithm. And don't forget to subscribe on your way out. You're watching Unexplained Outlook, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.